Camp 4 is highly compliant. When you're in this camp and you go to recreation, you all go together. If you're from the same pod, you come out, play a soccer game, volleyball game, basketball game. You have the soccer field here. Come around, you have basketball court, volleyball court. They have ping pong tables. You have a garden over on the other side. When they come out to Central Rec, they all come out together and they can play team sports if they choose to. If not, they can do PT individually or just walk and talk. Part of the intellectual stimulation program, we've allowed the detainees to have a garden in Camp 4, the highly compliant camp. They're allowed to come out here and grow several plants that we've authorized. They come out, they have hand tools, they have a watering can, and allowed to tend these plants. Typically what you find is the older detainees fool around in the garden while the younger can go play team sports. This is a typical living quarter in Camp 4, the highly compliant camp. As you can see, they get more basic issue and comfort items than the other camps. They have an additional pair of shoes. There's a number of games that are always available for the detainees to play. They can play them in their bay or outside under the picnic table in the vestibule. They always wear white when they're highly compliant. That way the guard force knows what their status is whenever they handle them. Obviously they have undergarments and a prayer cap. Prayer rug, they have the same storage bin. They can put their habeas mail, any vetted pictures in their library book in there. And then they have obviously the same comfort and basic issue items as well as a sheet and blanket in each bay. So this is the only place where you live communally. Part of the intellectual stimulation is we have Thursday and Friday night movie nights. Each pod gets a movie night. And what they do is the pods actually had trouble agreeing amongst themselves which movies to watch. So they allow the guard force to pick 2 movies and play them simultaneously in 2 different bays. World soccer match or one soccer match, which is very popular, in one movie, or perhaps a PBS special on animals. So they'll put them both on in the bays and they can come out of Central Rec and watch movies or not watch them as they will. So that's one of the perks of being in Camp 4. Part of the intellectual stimulation is to give classes in Arabic and Pashto to bring the educational level of the detainees up. Right now we run both Pashto and Arabic classes. There is an English class proposed that we will start up shortly to see what kind of interest we have. And sort of the concept there is it's always better to communicate better with whoever you're dealing with. Also, if you can read and write, obviously you can read the Quran for yourself and you can make your own interpretation as opposed to listening to someone else's interpretation. So we hope to bring the educational level up there. Also, some of the Pashto detainees have written letters home for the first time because they can command their alphabet well enough to do that. So I think the reading and writing program is a very positive thing. We have quite a few requests for English and we intend to incorporate that shortly.